So a few months ago, I had an insurance lawyer ask how I could actually make the claim, "No lawyer knows Ohio better." So I told her the story about a while back. I was out in rural Northwest Ohio, and the judge, the small little county courthouse, asked me to come on back in the chambers to talk about the case that I traveled a few hours to get to. Hyped up on truck stop coffee. And so we start bullshitting back in his chambers about everything from duck hunting to the Buckeyes, everything but the case I was actually there for. And he finally looked at me and he said he had asked around the state. Judges all around the state replied to his email. Small counties, big cities, places I'd forgotten I'd ever been to in the middle of absolutely nowhere, Ohio. And he said every one of them, except for one judge that's since been disbarred out of Cuyahoga County, had great things to say about me. They all said he doesn't bullshit, he's a straight shooter, and he's down there to get the job done and make it fair for everybody. I grew up on the east side of Cleveland, and when I was growing up, I worked a whole variety of jobs, delivering pizzas, shotgun range, making pizzas, delivering pizzas, factory work, auto shops, toy stores, head shops, screw factories. I did everything. And I spent a lot of time in neighborhoods like Collinwood, Glenville, Huff, other places where I was told a scrawny white boy should never go. Through that time, I was also spending a lot of time out in the rural parts of Ohio, small little places down in Appalachia, all the way over to northwestern rural Ohio. And I think at one point, I actually calculated I've been about 85 of Ohio's 88 counties. There's 3 along the Ohio River I've never been to. I'm sure one of these days I'll get to go. And I was taking cases anywhere and everywhere. I was Mondays in Marietta, Tuesdays in Toledo, Wednesdays in Wapakoneta, wherever I could find the work. We would literally be going to these small counties, and they hadn't seen an attorney from Cleveland that they ever liked. They hadn't seen an attorney come in from Columbus they ever liked. I had one small county judge tell me that I had the fastest not guilty in the history of his county. Literally took my coat off, put it on the chair, walked out the courthouse steps to get a cup of coffee, and we had one of the deputies chase me down and tell me, "You need to get back in there. You already got a verdict." I had the judge actually tell me by the end of jury selection, he knew exactly what the verdict was going to be, and he knew my client was going home at the end of it. There's a lot of Cleveland lawyers who won't step foot outside of Cuyahoga County. There's a lot of rural lawyers who won't leave their home county or the counties they used to play football or baseball or basketball in. I personally believe that the best lawyers are the ones who are willing to go anywhere and everywhere. Those are the attorneys who deliver the best results. It's about being able to relate to folks without sounding fake and phony. I've been able to talk to folks all around the state of Ohio, been able to deliver great results for my client. And so that's why we've been telling people no lawyer knows Ohio better than Adam VanHo.